It's time to wake up, Warriors.
Tomorrow is an important day for many people in our society. Stay tuned to find out what this event is.
The next edition of Entertainment Today is airing today. Stick around for news on some exciting upcoming video games, TV shows, and movies.
All this and more on today's episode of Wake Up Warriors.
Live from Penn Trafford High School, this is Wake Up Warriors. Wake Up Warriors starts now.
Hello, Penn Trafford, and welcome to this morning's exciting edition of Wake Up Warriors. Today is Friday, November 1st. I'm Bryn Irvin.
And I'm David Diezik.
The opening round of the Whippeal 5A playoffs are tonight. Make sure to go on today's game to support our Warrior football team. Reporter Julianne Fontano is currently down at the Warrior Stadium. Good morning, Julianne. What do you have for us?
Thanks, guys. The opening round of the Whippeal 5A playoffs start here tonight in Penn Trafford when the 6th-seeded Warriors take on the 11th seed South Fayette Lions. Penn Trafford comes into this game winners of 6 straight, while South Fayette has lost 4 in a row. Penn Trafford looks to continue their winning ways, coming off a win last week at Latrobe, where they won 20-13. The Lions will look to stop the PT rushing attack of 1,000-yard rusher Tasso Whipple, and PT will look to slow down the Lions' dual-threat quarterback and first-year starter Drew Welhorski, who averages 201 yards a game passing and 105 running. The winner of tonight's game will move to play Peters Township next week. With a closer look at tonight's game, here is David Diezik.
This Friday, the Penn Trafford Warrior football team welcomes South Fayette for their first home playoff game since 2021. I sent out to speak with senior players to get more information on how they're preparing for this Friday's game.
The seniors and the captains were really harping on the JVs to come to practice every day and give their all. I mean, their season's over, but they're still a huge part of the team in every practice. It'd be a good motivator to continue to win games throughout the playoffs and hopefully keep going all the way to the championship.
I mean, it feels great to have one more home game at Warrior Stadium. There's no better feeling than walking out of the locker room, seeing the crowd, seeing the student section. Just a great feeling to get out there one more time and play here.
Well, I'd definitely say our chemistry. We've had it throughout the other games, but I do think that it's, gotten a lot stronger.
I mean, just in practice, we've been motivating the younger guys, just telling them keep it up, keep practice at a high intensity, and yeah.
They've been really harping on how it could be the seniors, this team's the whole group last game together, so a lot more intensity, and we got to play with desperation. We got to win this one.
It's a lot more urgent. Everyone really knows what's at stake. Just basically everyone trying a little bit harder, pushing a little bit harder, watching a little more film, things like that.
It would be huge for us, especially as a confidence boost, because beating a very good team in South Fayette, it'd be huge for us. And I think, especially at a home field, it'd be huge for us.
Yeah, I feel like, especially if we beat South Fayette, we're really battle tested. We've played a lot of good teams this year. Moving down in the playoff line, I feel like it's going to be really beneficial for us.
It's going to be a lot because, I haven't been a part of a playoff win yet, so it'd be a great feeling.
Yeah, and to win at home in front of everybody one last time would be great.
It'd be huge to leave the stadium with a win as the last game that I've ever played there. It'd just be a nice experience and a good goodbye from the stadium.
This has been David Diezik reporting for PTTV. Dia de los Muertos is a traditional holiday that celebrates and remembers the lives of our past loved ones. Here is Senora Alba and Senor Flynn to tell you more on what this celebration includes and what our school does to celebrate it.
Tomorrow is Dia de los Muertos, a day to celebrate the dead. Here's Senor Flynn and Senora Alba with more information.
So the Day of the Dead, Dia de Muertos, is a primarily Mexican, although it has grown into also here in the United States, a tradition, is a blend of originally Aztec tradition, the indigenous Aztecs and Mayans, with when the conquistadors came over, a blend of Catholic Christian beliefs as well. That has taken root in specific parts of Mexico, but it has spread and spread and spread, and it's really exploded. I've heard stories of Mexican families who didn't really celebrate in traditional ways until after they saw the movie Coco.
I then asked how our school celebrates it.
Usually the Spanish teachers will have a little bit of food in the media center. We decorate. We let the kids paint their faces, and the whole week leading up to the party in the media center, we are having the kids do different activities, making sugar skulls, making alebrijes, making ofrendas, learning about the Catrinas and the traditions in our classrooms.
They spend that day, November 1st typically, sort of being with the deceased members of their family. In more urban places now, as the holiday has grown in the United States, in cities, in Mexico City, there are parades, more non-traditional things, lots of elaborate, ornate costumes, face painting. This painting of the skulls is a common thing that's become very, very popular. And yeah, even non-Hispanic people are starting to join in. It has really, really started to grow over the past 10 years into a really big holiday.
This has been Connor Schmidt reporting for PET TV.
Attention students, the Media Center will be closed all day today for the Dia de los Muertos fiesta. Printing services will not be available. The coffee shop will be takeout only, including the time before first period. All students will report to study hall. Students who have a pass to see Mrs. Moles for English tutoring will meet in her section of the Media Center. Thank you.
The roles of the student section at Penn Trafford football games are for your safety. We sent out reporters to find out the appropriate way to act during this event.
Well, just as a reminder to all the students specifically that any football game or athletic event is a school-sponsored event, so all the school rules apply. Some of the things we don't want to see in the student section, throwing items, cursing, doesn't happen very often, but does once in a while. It's not to bring in bags, open containers, drinks, foods, those types of things. So not to sit on the hillside, to keep down in the bleachers or in the pathways. So it's always a great atmosphere. So hopefully our student section comes together, comes strong, and is really loud, and again, ready to go and take on South Fayette.
It's the start of a new month, meaning we have a new episode of entertainment today to teach you all you need to know on your favorite new movies, shows, and games.
Hello, PT, and welcome back to Entertainment Today, your best and worst source on news for all your favorite movies, shows, and video games. Sadly, this month you're stuck with me because the other guy got locked in a Home Depot and I don't know how to get him out. For this November edition, we've got some news on some upcoming movies, some thrilling TV shows, and even Mario. Because who doesn't like Mario?
Wicked is a film adaptation of the insanely popular Broadway musical that premieres on November 22nd, which is coincidentally the exact same day Gladiator 2 premieres. That'll be an interesting double feature. Gladiator 1 came out 24 years ago, so to say the sequel is long awaited would be an understatement. The Penguin is a little over halfway through its season with new episodes airing every Sunday, and so far it's been widely regarded as a great companion to the 2022 Batman film. Dune Prophecy is a prequel to the critically acclaimed Dune films, and it starts airing November 17th on Max, so tune in if you're a fan of the films.
With Christmas just around the corner, many video game companies are preparing their big holiday releases for the Black Friday sales that are soon coming up.
Mario & Luigi Brothership is Nintendo's big holiday release coming out in just under a week on November 7th. The game brings back the Mario & Luigi series, which hasn't had a true new entry in over 9 years, so it'll be interesting to see what all the new hardware introduced since then can bring to the series. Microsoft Flight Simulator is the big holiday release for Xbox, and it releases on November 19th and will allow players to, well, simulate flying.
And that's all we have for this month. It's sure to be an interesting one, so stay tuned next time to learn what new media is coming out in December. And also to learn if I can finally get Aiden out of that convenience store. This is Luke Champlain, signing off.
The Media Center has some new procedures that will start in place on this upcoming Monday. We talked with Dr. Healy to get more details.
Good morning, Penn Trafford High School. This is Dr. Healy with just some important information regarding the new sign-in, sign-up, or new sign-in procedure to reserve your spot for the Media Center. Unfortunately, we've had several times this year too many people in there for it to be safe. So we will have a new process that I emailed to juniors and seniors yesterday. Mr. Quilio sent it. What will happen is you'll go to the Media Center website and there's a Google form. You will fill out the Google form that day of to reserve your spot. If you do not go onto the Google form to reserve your spot, then you cannot go to the Media Center. In the past, it was you would ask your study hall teacher and you would go. At this point, we will only allow 30 people from study hall in the Media Center at the time. So Mr. Russo will have access to that. or whoever is in the media center. So please follow that procedure. If you have any questions regarding this process or need help, you can always go see Mr. Russo in the media center, or you can come down here and see me. Thanks and have a wonderful day.
Tickets for today's playoff game are available at gofan.com/whitbeal. There will be no pre-sale for this game. Students must buy tickets online to get the discounted rate. Tickets on GoFan are $5 for students and $7 for adults. All tickets at the gate are $7. No screenshots of online tickets on the phone will be accepted. Please allow the ticket gate worker to authorize your online ticket. Gates will open at 5:30 p.m. and kickoff is at 7 p.m.
Tonight in sports, the football team welcomes South Fayette for their first home playoff game since 2021. The number 6 seed Warriors look to defeat the number 11 seed and wildcard selection Lions in order to move on to the second round of playoffs. Good luck to our Warriors tonight.
And that concludes today's broadcast of Wake Up Warriors. Please stand for the pledge of the flag. Thank you for tuning in. This has been Bryn Urban
and David Dezek.
Have a great day, PT.